the joint field visit of the executive boards of 6 agencies who come from New York to see in the heart of Nepal what is being done by the UN and the impact of our work on the life of people of Nepal is really a very important moment for the country, for the work of the United Nations and for the people.
I find this a fascinating country because of its topography, and it's obviously a very difficult country to manage and to put infrastructure in order that you can address the problems.
We had an opportunity to see how the project of rural women empowerment is implemented, and this targeted project is a proof of successful cooperation between UN agencies and the government and local communities. And it is pretty impressive to see the level of inclusiveness of all segments of society. Also, importance of national ownership of the project, because it is the government that put within the national strategy.
It's very refreshing to see how the community here has embraced the services, to see the ownership that they're taking. I was very much impressed with the community development workers, and also to see that you have people within the community who have been trained to help other women, giving other women who are pregnant support.
I believe that education is quite important for the children's future. So even though they face the very critical situations like the natural disasters, so this kind of learning centers are very important. Especially, I would like to stress the importance of the collaboration and the coordination among the UN agencies. And also this work has involved the civil society organizations. And so we are very impressed with these centers.
It was very important to understand the child marriage issue. It was very important to understand the issue of how women are banished during menstruation period. It was very important to understand how the community dealt with food security, and it was equally important for us to understand the government approaches both at the local and national levels in addressing some of these issues.
Nepal still needs both short and long-term response measures, so they very much need the long-term sustainable development support, but they also need emergency response help of this type. And I think it's very impressive that this structure that was prescient was apparently helped them save about a month of time in terms of bringing in essential supplies to the earthquake response and to help many residents of Kathmandu and north of here in the emergency zone.
I think here in Nepal, the government, in collaboration with various UN agencies here on the ground, have demonstrated a model that a number of countries could learn from in terms of being prepared in many ways, in terms of fuel supply, in terms of creating the right staging ground, in terms of operational facilities for the unfortunate event that a disaster does strike.
I have been mesmerized by this country, its people, its geography, its majestic views, both from the mountains to the various diverse ethnicities that we have seen. Wonderful, generous, resilient people. In this day and age, in the 21st century, the best resource, the best national treasure is diversity, and Nepal has that. And I am so looking forward to seeing this country transition from its current developing status into a solid, strong nation that leaves no Nepali behind.
Namaste.